Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. Are you well? I hope you're well. If you're new here, hello, my name is Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff with nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nails is done with nail stuff and stuff for nails. Look at what we have today. It came a bit late to me. There was a delay, but this is the September collection from Madame Glam, where you can use code MissJo30 for a whopping 30% off your orders. You should see the actions I'm doing. I'm waving my arms around in the air, fist pumping the air at a whopping 30% off. I'll put a link in the description and that code as well, so you can use it. So I'm just going to swatch these. I'm going to speed up the second coat. This is Purple Hero. I think these are really good colours for September. September's kind of a question mark of a month for colours, isn't it? My clients are sort of veering towards red, but you can't have like sparkly red now because it's too close to Christmas and that would be weird. But you can't have your Anyway, I think they've done a bang-up job of picking colours for this season. That was Pink Liberty. This is called the Wanderlust Collection. This one is September Skies. Oh my goodness, I love this colour so much. It's so beautiful. And as with all their polishes, they're all nice and creamy. They're all super opaque. You can see that the first coat doesn't look that different to the second coat because they are so opaque and creamy and delicious, and I just love them. This one is called Walk in the Park. It kind of looks like the colour of the Statue of Liberty. Where are you going, my sweet? Where are you going? Oh no, he's leaving me. Don't go. He's going. But wasn't that bronze or brass or something first? I don't know. My folks are in the US at the moment. They're in Boston, and then they're driving up to somewhere I keep forgetting the name of. Sway. It's not Sway, that's not a thing. What is it? Stowe, is that right? They're driving to Stowe. This is Stone of Hope, which is a really nice creamy grey stone colour. It's a stone colour. Yes, and she messaged me the other day, the day after they'd arrived in Boston, sorry I'm shouting, with a picture of a Boston cream pie, yes, telling me that it was her third one in one day. So I'm guessing she's a fan of the Boston cream pie. And then they went to, oh, this is the truth. This is the colour we're using as our background colour today. And we're also using this one, Dreamer. What was I saying? Yeah, they went to a Boston Red Sox baseball game at Fenway Park yesterday, I think, or the day before, whenever. And I think they're going to Harvard, or a little tour around Harvard or something soon. So they're doing very typically touristy things. And based on the pictures they've sent me, they'll come back 2 or 3 sizes larger than they were when they left. It seems that restaurants have found a way to make everything 10 times more fattening than it needs to be. But isn't that what holidays are all about? Overeating and drinking every day. Right, nails. That was Dreamer, the peachy one before this. And this is Glam DC. This is kind of, sometimes it looks greeny, sometimes it looks browny, which doesn't sound that nice, but it is really nice. Do I think I might, see it looks browny there. Looks nice with the colour next to it, doesn't it? And the one next to it, and the one next to that. They all go nicely together. So this is the Wanderlust Collection. Excuse the burn on my hand. Oil splattered at me out the pan. It spat at me, how dare it. From Madame Glam. And don't forget, you can use code MissJo30 for a whopping 30% off. Purple Hero, Pink Liberty, they've gone. I can't remember. So we're going to start with the truth. It's always good to start with the truth. Be truthful. And we're going to do that on all 5 nails. Look, you don't need a second coat, but I think I did one just... Did I? Yes, I did. And then we're taking Dreamer, which is the peachy one, and we're going to do a thin line, well, thicker than that. We're going to do a tartan on this one, but not a fat tartan, a slim tartan, a diet tartan on this nail. So I think I flashed this before going across here, just so that when I go over where the vertical line is, I don't pull it out, so we can get a nice crisp right angle where they meet. And then I will full cure that. And now we're going to top them with a velvet top coat. We are going to put more stuff on top, but we're going to use gel paint. And because you don't need to top gel paint, I figured let's do it on top of the matte so that it stays not matte, because we're going to use a shiny one. Is that another cut on my thumb? I don't know. It's not there now, and this was only the other day. This is the black gel paint from Madame Glam, and I'm using the tiniest amount on my brush. It's almost nothing on my brush. So I've dipped my brush in it, then wiped a lot off on the sides just to try and get a really thin line. And then I full cured that. Their polishes are a 30-second cure, but their gel paints are a 1-minute cure. So be sure to remember that when using them. And then we are using the gold gel paint, which I am obsessed with. They're gold and silver gel paints. They're so amazing. They're so sparkly. I just love them. I just look at it. Oh, look at... So then we are done with that one because they don't need topping. And that is our skinny tartan. Only because the other nails, it wouldn't suit being a fat tartan. Oh, jelly baby break. Do you have jelly babies where you are? I don't normally pull them in half to eat them and just shove the whole thing in my mouth. But, they're amazing. The black ones are the best. I don't know why I felt the need to show you that. So now we're doing a design that is... I'm recreating a design by Nails by Dunja. I'll put a link to her Instagram in the description. I love her work so much. It's so neat and perfect. It is pristine. So this was one that she actually had a little pictorial for. So the peach is Dreamer, and then this is Glam DC. So we're going to pop some leaves on here. I'm not a very flora and fauna kind of girl. I'm no good at drawing it, but this looked like it was simple enough for me to do. So we're doing some leaves like that in those places. And then I am velvet topping, and curing that. And now we're going to add some gold with the gold gel paint. And hers were different colours, but I'm just using the design. And these two on the side here, I should have done a bit further up, but it still kind of works. So we put some gold gel paint leaves on, and then we will give that a 1-minute cure. And then we're going to take black gel paint again and add the detail, which is nice and simple, basic detail, which is why I like this. Because often with flowery shit, it's kind of fiddly and intricate, and I'm not into flowers enough to have the enthusiasm to do that. But these are so simple and I really like them. So we're using black gel paint, drawing a line from the tip. Oh, this is how little gel paint I'm using. Literally just wiping most of it off so I can use a really thin amount and get a really thin line, not a thin amount, get a thin line. So we've done a line from the top middle of the center leaf on each little cluster and then that's our sort of main stem, and then just lines through the rest of them, joining up to the stem, and now we are outlining them. And because that's all gel paint, that too is done. We will get to today's sponsor, which is MelodySusie. They have sent me the Jade Plus e-file. It is their 13th anniversary month, so there is up to 50% off on their website until the 25th of September. There are a bunch of limited edition anniversary special gift boxes that are hugely discounted, as well as a flash sale across the whole website. You can find it at melodysusie.com, but I'll put a link in the description, because there is a discount code, which I'll get to in a sec. This little leaflet tells you what all the bits are for, which I like, because I don't know if can you be trained in do you get e-file training? I'm not sure, but I haven't had it. So it's good to know what all the bits are for and their purposes and what to use them for. And this is the most beautiful e-file I've ever seen in all my life. Oh my goodness me, look at, how gorgeous is that? It's called the Jade, and then it's got this rose gold around the outside. We have the little twisty at the top to turn it on, and then the satisfaction of peeling the sticker off the screen. And it goes up to 35k RPM, and I'm pretty sure they must charge them before they ship them out, because it's got plenty of battery in there, so that's nice. It's good to go as soon as you get it, although you obviously can charge it. And then on the top we also have the little switch to go from forward to reverse. Let's clean off the fingerprints. Now I know that they make amazing e-files. They're well made, they work perfectly. There's a nice weight to them. They're not too heavy, but they're not too light. But just look at it. I want it just sat on my desk. I don't want to use it. I just want to just have it sat on my desk so I can look at it. It's got a little holstery clip thing. And this is where those 3 holes there are where you plug in the handset, and then the cable, the charging cable at the bottom here. So there was other stuff that came in the box as well. We'll just look at this for a second longer. It's kind of a little bit twinkly. It's like metallic-y, twinkly. It's just gorgeous. So in the box also comes I'm getting a bit carried away, aren't I? Sorry. Comes the handset. Wasn't sure if it was going to be green as well, but it is. And it's amazing. It's just got like a matte sheen to it. And then we have the twisty bit with the unlock and lock. So you switch it to, there's a little arrow there. You switch it to unlock, and then you pull out this bit and you put in whichever bit you are using, and then lock it up again, and it's good to go. And it does come with bits as well, which we'll get to in a sec. So it's a nice long cable as well, so you've got plenty of room if you don't want not the base, the main bit. Right next to you, there's plenty of room, and it's a really nice weight as well, this handset. It's not, like I said, it's not too heavy, it's not too light. You wouldn't want it any lighter. I feel like you wouldn't have much control. It's a nice decent weight. And then we have this little holster that's you pop it in and then push it down, and then you can put your little handset in there, and it's so pretty. You could just put it with any outfit and wander around town with it. So that is the handset and the base, the unit. I don't know what the main bit's called. And then it comes with this little stand for you to rest it on the desk, which is a nice touch. And in the box, we also have, you okay over there? Hello, my love. We also have the charging cable. I'm not sure which country those prongs are for, but it does come with a UK adapter. Hello, sweetie pie. Okay, my sweet. And that just pushes in the back there, and you're good to go for the UK plugs. And then we have our bits and bobs. Bits and bobs. So we've got a bunch of, that's the sounding band one, and then obviously it comes with spare sounding bands, and then all the other bits in there, which each of them is explained in that leaflet at the beginning. And then we've also got 2 barrel bits. I think this white one is it ceramic, or is it, what's the other one? Carbide? I'm not sure. So that's a large barrel. And then this one, which is another barrel, but look how pretty. Rainbow chrome. Love it. So that is everything that comes in that box. Everything you need to get going with it. It's already got some charge left in it, so you can open the box and it's good to go. You've got your bits, you've got your power, you've got everything you need. And you've also got the most beautiful e-file I've ever seen. Look! It's so pretty. Anyway, thank you to MelodySusie for sponsoring this video. I will put their link in the description and you can use code JOK. Is K my surname? No, I don't know what the K is, but JOK for money off at MelodySusie. Let's get back to some more nail stuff with nails. So this nail is also inspired by, or a recreation of, a nail from a set by Nails by Dunja. It's from a Valentine's set, I think. So we're taking Dreamer, the colour Dreamer, and we're going to draw a little cup. Just a little cup. A little U shape with a flat top, and then fill that in. I tried to give it a bit of a flat bottom, but that was kind of a halfway through thought. So it's not as flat as I wanted it to be. And then we will cure that. I think I do just the one coat, do I? I'm mixing some of the Dreamer with a bit of black. Then I realised it was far too dark, so I ended up mixing it with a lot more of the Dreamer. I should have used Glam DC, the brown that we used for one of the leaves, but yeah, I didn't. And then I'm just taking, yes, I've only done one coat of the cup colour, the Dreamer, and I'm taking the darker mix and I'm putting it to the right hand side, and then I'm just feathering it. So I've just done a single line and then I'm feathering it over into the sort of body of the cup, and then I'll do a bit of a darker line along the bottom as well. And then I think I was kind of taking it over a bit too far, or it was getting a bit dark. So before curing this darker colour, and I am just doing tiny strokes to fade it onto the Dreamer, and then I'm going to take some more Dreamer and kind of here, and then take that towards the darker colour just to kind of blend them together a bit better. I'm not trying to work on a perfect ombre or anything like that, or perfect blend between the two, just to kind of yeah, well, to blend them, but just to give a bit of shading to the cup. And then we will give that a full cure, because we're going to top it with velvet before we move on. So this is velvet, and then again, because we're working with gel paint after this, we can work straight onto the velvet top coat. I wouldn't work straight on top of a cured no wipe top coat because it wouldn't have anything to grip to, but the velvet has got a bit of texture, so that's fine. I've taken the Madame Glam white gel paint and I've done 2 dots and then just pulled them together from either side of the dot down to a point to create a little heart, and then I cured that, or maybe just flash cured it, and then I'm doing some really thin outlines in the black gel paint, and then I'm going to add a little white bit here, only because that's what she'd done on hers. So and hers looked amazing, so the closer I can copy it, hopefully the better it will look. And then we're taking, so that's been the outline and the heart have been cured, and I'm taking the white gel paint again, and we're doing some kind of whipped cream or something on top of this cup. I'm thinking it's like a cozy September hot chocolate with whipped cream on top. So we've got a thick bit, not thick as in the amount of product, but thick as in size of the bit, of cream on top of the cup, and then we've gone down at an angle, and then we are leaving a very thin gap, and putting another lot on top of that, so that where we went down, where we sloped down on the first section, we're filling the slopey bit where the sloped down stuff was with another bit of cream. This makes no fucking sense. This is what I'm doing, adding some whipped cream, leaving a little gap between the two. I've tried 3 times to explain that, didn't make any sense either way, so but I'm not curing this. I'm now going to take some white glitter and pour it over. I wanted to sprinkle it on, but I just kind of dumped it onto the wet white gel paint, and then we will cure it fully, so 1 minute, and then dust it off, and it's really satisfying. And now we have sparkly whipped cream, which I think is super cute. And now we are going to outline with the gold gel paint, just to bring the gold into this nail as well. It's nice to tie in colours across all nails so that you have a bit of each colour on every, not necessarily on every nail, but an even amount spread over the set. So we'll outline this with the gold gel paint, just doing a brush thickness line, so not putting too much pressure on your brush, just to allow the line to be the thickness of the brush. And then I cured that, and I'm taking some crystal gel glue and popping some on there, and then I'm doing a little crystal and 3 caviar beads, exactly the same as what Nails by Dunja had done, although the crystal gel has kind of oozed out onto the glitter, so there's a tiny bit around it that's got like a shine over the glitter, which is bugging me a little bit, but not enough to do anything about it. And now we are topping the cup with shiny, because there is going to be a shiny nail in this set, so I want there to be a shiny aspect somewhere else. And I really love mixing matte and shiny aspects of cross sets. I think it looks really cool. So we'll shiny this with the Madame Glam No Wipe Shiny Top, of course. And that is our little hot chocolate. That mug has no handle. Maybe the handle's at the back, and that's why we can't see it. So that is that one. Thank you to Nails by Dunja for constant inspiration and things to replicate. It's my go-to place when I can't think of what to do. I know she always has something amazing that would be great that you look at them and you just think, I want to do that. So thank you for just being awesome. And now we are going to take the gold gel paint and do a full nail in gold, because you just can't not. So I'm using the Madame Glam application brush to apply this. I'm going to do 2 coats. You don't need to top their gel paints, but because it's a full nail, I think I can't remember if I did or not, but if you're doing this on a person, then I would definitely top it. But little details, you don't have to. Sorry if you can hear Dexter licking. He's licking his paws. It's nothing gross. So that is a full nail with the gold gel paint. I love it. And now we are taking some more crystal gel glue. It's from Macart. I've broken the bottle. And then we are just adding a line across the top here. And then I'm going to take it into a little V in the center. And I'm going to do some crystal placement, which, if you've been here for a while, you know that I am no good at whatsoever. I have no imagination, no ideas for crystal patterns at all. So we're going to do a line across the top with the crystals getting a bit smaller, and then we're going to use some caviar beads to create a little V under the middle one. Pop the caviar beads in between each crystal, which is why I made sure there was enough of the crystal glue that when I pushed the crystals into it, it did ooze out a little bit, so there was room to put the caviar beads in. And then we're making a little V here, and then I thought, let's put some on the end. I suddenly felt all crystally creative, but yeah, this is as far as my crystal creativity goes. So we're putting a little 3, so 2 and then 1 little triangle of crystals at the end, and then we will matte this. I think if I was doing this on a person actually, then I would go over the caviar beads with a clear shiny top coat to seal them in, because where I'm pushing up the velvet top coat, it can sort of wear away at the crystals, or it will matte, not the crystals, sorry, the caviar beads. It will matte them a little bit and you'd want them to stay shiny. Bonus nail! It's time for a bonus nail. This is my usual, what I like to do when I get a new Madame Glam collection is just do one nail with a stripe of all the colours, because they always go nicely together because they are a collection. So we're going to get all of them on this one nail in stripes, and then also, like I always end up doing, add a line of gold or silver gel paint from Madame Glam just to spice things up a bit, make it a bit sparkly. So the blue is September Skies, the stony one is Stone of Hope, this is Pink Liberty, I believe, and then we'll just carry on going through that. This is Purple Hero, which I'm going to take all the way to the side and make bigger, because if you do something right on the side and it's thin, then you don't see it when you're looking straight on. I wish people would have random stripy nails more often. Just a whole bunch of colours, stripy on one nail. I think it looks amazing. This one is called Walk in the Park. I need to go for a walk to the beach with the dog. I hope everyone's all right. I will be back on camera soon. It's just when something happens, when I say happens, I mean just if, you know, have a visitor or something, if half a day is taken from me that wasn't planned for, then it just throws off my whole schedule and I just don't have the time to film and edit myself as well as the nails. And also I've just been going through a really shit time with anxiety recently. I've been up and down and it's really horrible and I hate it. And when I feel like that, I don't really feel like sitting in front of a camera and talking, or I just don't feel like brushing my hair and putting a face on. Let's be honest, that's the main reason. But I will be back soon because I have a plan for some future videos, so I'll be back on camera soon. And I have the boxes for the press-ons should be shipped by now, I think. I'll message them and find out, but if they haven't been shipped, they'll be shipped. It should be shipped ASAP. So as soon as they've shipped, I think I'll start taking orders. I've bought an extra SIM card, or I've got a new number, another number that I can use for press-ons. So if you do want them, then that will be a way we can contact each other through WhatsApp and discuss press-ons and designs and all that sort of thing. So I'm really excited about that. So do get deciding what you want if you do want a set of press-ons from me, what you want and what design you're going to have. But we will talk about that a lot more very soon. So this is the one with all the colours on, all the Wanderlust collection. I've used the Truth as thin lines because I ran out of room. And then this is the final set. I did say I wasn't going to do autumnal nails. I was going to jump straight to Halloween, which I will be doing from now on. But we had to get one autumnal set in, I suppose. I do really like them though. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. And don't forget to use code MissJo30 for 30% off at Madame Glam and code JOK for money off at MelodySusie. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram at Miss Jo's Nail Co. I appreciate you being here so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.